Hey yo, guess who's back? It only took a couple, like what was it, 2 days, I think it was, that I could stream. Apologies for that, but you know, life happens, things happen. But hey, we're back. So as the title suggests, we're sketching out a dumb little comic. That's what we're doing today. Because I had stupid idea, and stupid idea must be drawn out. So yeah. Purple Scarf Cake says hi, hello. But yeah, so think I'm just gonna pull up this here. Just hold on a second as I shut everything up. You know, make it all nice and ready. Ooh, and of course, obligatory strumming with a guitar. Like I used to do in my much older streams. Cause they're fun, that's why. Hold on, I just need to find the right, thing. Hold on a second. Wait, something's off. I'm sorry. You guys can't see. Okay, found it. Found exactly what I needed. I'm just gonna get to the little drawing thing. There we go. You can kind of see the sketch, kind of, sort of, a little bit if you squint. Okay, actually, I know you guys can see it, but like, thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna get my guitarra. Set it up, nice and neat. Okay. I'm just gonna hope you guys can hear it. I'm just gonna hope. Okay, this is I'm still practicing this song, by the way, so be nice to me, please. Is it here? It's down here. Okay. I look into your eyes and I think back to the sun of mine. You're as old as he was when I left for war. Will these actions haunt my days? Every man I've slain is the price I pay. Endless pain. Close your eyes and spare yourself the view. How could I hurt you? I'm just a man who's trying to go home, even after all the years away from what I've known. I'm just a man who's fighting for his life. Deep down I would trade the world to see my son and wife. I'm just a man. Okay, there's a B chord like at the end, and I still struggle a lot with B chords because they are the bane of my existence. So, yeah. Now whether or not that sounded good on stream is up to you guys because I cannot hear, but I tried. And that's what matters. Okay, so the comic. What is this about? Oh shoot, the music. Hold up. So the comic. What's this about? How do I put this? It's stupid. It's really dumb. It's literally just me messing around. Is this? No, this is the right one. It's just me messing around with some characters of mine. Okay, so to put it very, very simply, let me just turn this off so it can be easier. So this silly little dude right here, this guy right here, he's basically my version of Merlin from the King Arthur mythos. Well, this is a younger version of him. This is not default Merlin. Default Merlin is an old man. But I made up a story where he's a lot younger and he's goofy and very much kind of sort of sucks. And this girl right here is, well, in my story, I named her Vivian. She's the Lady of the Lake. This is all part of, like, my King Arthur thing. So, and it's just, like, it's just supposed to be, like, a silly comic where he talks about like pretty girls basically, and it's just his like somewhat failed attempts at flirting with her, because they kind of have like they kind of have like a thing, kind of sorta. It's like, are they together? Yes and no. But it's just basically his failed attempts at flirting. Okay, I might as well just like lock in and start drawing again, because I'm still technically on the sketch phase. Let me just get that perfect, that non-existent perfect circle to start off with. Please, I'm begging you. Give me a decent circle. I'll work with that. I can work with that. Make it a little smaller. I think that's fine. Okay. The ear can go here. So Genshin recently had a new update. Whoa. Hold on a second, guys. I am back. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, we can continue. So with what I was saying, Genshin recently had a new update, and they seem to have released the continuation of the Ochkanatlan quest, I guess? Continuation? Yeah, continuation of it. And hold on a second. It's kind of like going down then. And as you guys know, I really liked the Ochkanatlan quest. I thought it was really, really cool. And it's like kind of a sequel, I guess, kind of, sort of. And yeah, I would like to like see what happens next. So hopefully we can stream that next week. But yeah, but as for now, we just doodling. We just chilling. As for now. But like honestly though, like Ochkan literally became like such a fascinating character to me. He became so fascinating. Low-key more fascinating than Xbalanque. Although, to be fair, Xbalanque doesn't really have much of a flaw, while Ochkan has issues. So like, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know, I think he's interesting. And I don't think they're going to focus on him or anything in the sequel thingy. I think it's mostly just going to focus on his dad. But that's chill. Let's chill. His dad's interesting too. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this for her mouth, so I can sketch out her mouth. Actually, here's too low for my liking. Like here, I guess? Maybe around here. I don't know. I'll leave it like that. And she's kind of like... Yeah, okay. A little more curve there. Hello? What happened with the music? Okay. Weird. Alright. Maybe the ear should be smaller, actually. Like the... thingy. You know, I seriously debate whether or not I want the fae. Oh, because the Lady of the Lake is a fae, by the way. Like a fairy. Like a Celtic fairy. I debate whether or not I want them to have pointy ears. I really debate that. Because I know... I'm pretty sure that, like, historically, fae are... They don't. They just kind of look like people. However, at the same time, like, in a character design aspect, I'm like, I still want to differentiate them from normal humans, though. So, I'm kind of like in an in-between of, like... I don't know. Man, I can't get it right. Let me just... I'll do it later. As for now, I'm just gonna do, like, this right here. As she's contemplating her life choices. Like, at this very moment, she's like, why am I hanging out with this guy again? Because he's saying some, like, low-key weird stuff. And, like, this is her reaction as he's talking. She's just like, what? But I don't know. Okay. She's like, oh well, I mean, you're not that bad, I guess. You're okay. And then he, like, continues to flirt, and it's just, like, not working. Because he has no idea what he's doing. Social skills, negative 100 with this guy. Okay. I think you're fine for now. Just gonna do the little line on the face. That's good, I guess. Okay, and I have her eyelashes. I want her to have, like, nice big eyelashes. No, okay, wait. Did not like how that looked. And also this eye is like... No. No! Yeah, I'm just gonna fix that. It's fine enough. I'll leave it there for now. It's whatever. This is a sketch. It's not even, like, proper line art anyway. Okay. Okay, and like, yeah, you'd be probably like here or something. Wait a second. Wait, no. Hold up. I just realized you would be tilt you a little this way. Your neck going like that. right? Do I have it right or do I have it wrong? Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out the physics of this. Or maybe it is like that. Actually, it still might be. It still might be like that. I'm just overthinking things. All that really matters is that it's like, because I have in the like little thumbnail thingy that like her hand is kind of like over her cheek, question mark? Yeah. Wait, I just realized I didn't draw her dress here. I like just noticed that. Whoops. There we go. Solved. Problem solved. Okay, back to you. Okay. It's like goes over the legs. Is it normal that... Yeah, no, it's still going. It just keeps stopping. Maybe I can remove this. Or... Yeah, I guess that works. It's for your hand. Sorry, I'm just trying to like check something. I guess the thumb would be here. Okay, and I'll just like mess with this. I don't know. I'll keep it like that for now. I'm too lazy. And your legs. Oh, let me see if I can pronounce this. Jahel Lalan YT, yeah, you, says, greetings from planet Ligma. What is Ligma? What is this Ligma you speak of? For I have never heard of it. Put this like here, I guess. Okay. And I need to remember how the heck I drew her clothing. I was like, yes, I know exactly. I still remember very well how I drew these characters, and then I'm like, wait, how do they draw these again? Still need a fresh little reminder to myself. That's for you to find out. Oh. Okay. I feel a little scared. Just a little bit. These little, like... What are these called? Arm braces? Not arm braces. I mean, they are braces because they go around the arm. But I don't exactly know what they were called. They were a thing, I know that. I don't remember what exactly. Just erase this part here. Okay, I think I got like the basic sketch for her. Oh wait, no, I forgot her hair. Whoops. Forgot her hair. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. She's like a little lotus flower. And I'm sitting here every time I remember that she has a flower in her hair, I'm like, why? And then I remember that I added it. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. I added this little lotus flower because it's aquatic. Because she's supposed to be the lady of the lake, and I think aquatic, and I was like, okay, a plant type clothing. Ooh, what if she has like, what if she has like a lotus in her hair? Because the lotus is like a water flower, and it's aquatic, and water, lake. Let's remove this a little bit. Okay. But you're not even gonna see the pointy ear. Oop. Oh, it's fine. That's fine. You can see it here. You can see it there. And you can't see it too well here because there's gonna be the speech bubble. Okay, and then the little lotus is gonna be here. There we go. Bruh. Why does it always shut off? That's so weird. Okay. Bam. Okay, I got her done. Oh god, this. Okay. Oh, god. Why do I do this to myself? Why do I always make things hard for myself? Okay, we're gonna draw Merlin first. That's what we're doing first. Gotta say, I love your art style. It's really cute. Thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah, we're doing Merlin first. Stupid cowboy hat. This stupid cowboy hat. Why do I give these characters details that I have no idea how to draw? I'm like, ooh, wouldn't it be cool if you wore like a cowboy hat? And I'm sitting here like, how do you draw a cowboy hat? Oh boy, okay. But that's how you learn. Give me a good circle, come on. Give me a nice good circle. Okay, that's good. That's actually really good. Extend it just a little bit, push it right here. Make it just a little bigger. Okay. Actually, maybe just a little bigger, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. And he's having a stupid little, like, moment. Oh, it's so dumb. This is stupid. Okay. Just need to remember how I do this. Okay. And let me fix this jaw. A little more this way. Alright. Delete that so it doesn't doesn't bother me too much. Okay, and oh wait, I forgot the The back of the skull. The back of the skull. Gonna remove some noise that might bug me later. Okay, and this would be a bit closer. Actually, no, let me finish the face first. Let me finish the face first before I like move it around a little bit. Stupid like cat smile. What am I doing? Who made this? Oh yeah, me. This stupid cat smile he's doing. Oh, Cora says hello. Hi. Welcome. We're doodling a silly little comic that I came up with like like some time ago, and I'm like, ooh, this would be really funny. So we're sketching it out. I got like a basic got the basic thumbnails down, and now I'm just sketching it out. Okay. Ooh, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. That's so perfect. Oh my god, it's so perfect. It looks so stupid. Yes, I love this. I love this. Okay, now his dumb little... Oh, it's so stupid. Cora says neat. Yo. So, yeah. And then after I finish page 1, I guess I'll just draw the characters in page 2. It's only 2 pages long. It's like just a dumb scenario that I came up with in my head. Okay, how does this look without anything? Not bad, actually. I'm just gonna tilt. Nose. Do I tilt it downward? What if I do? Okay. Okay, the eyes are too close together. Move it here. See, the line on the nose needs to be very precise. It's a little bit too tilted, then it looks all off. And it might still be tilted. Okay, but it's I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Fix it if it's weird later. Oh, just simple, like. It's so dumb. I'm gonna be saying that a lot this stream. I'm gonna be laughing and being like, this is so stupid. Okay. And... Ooh, blush. That's right. Okay. And then... his eyes... Or maybe they should be bigger? Should they be like... That's silly. Yeah, I'll do it like that. That's silly. Okay. Beautiful, awesome, amazing, perfect in every way. I'm just gonna add his little hairline and... move Move your face to look a little more normal. Okay. and then, yeah, okay. Actually, let me move it a little more up here, I guess? Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and draw his, like, body now. Like that. Okay, kid, like, you're not that buff. You ain't... Okay, and actually... I'm gonna move you this way, I think. Yeah, I'll move you like there. So I can make like space for the shoulders. Okay, so I'm not gonna like dwell too much on how the limbs look, cause they're all gonna be covered up by clothing anyway. They're all covered up by clothing. Okay, so your hand. Gonna have like a little arm, finger, a little bit out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful hand. I know how arting works. And, okay, since I already have the arm kind of laid out there, I think I'm just gonna... I already have it, like, laid out on the thumbnail, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. This is so stupid. Okay, your head is getting a little too big, sir, so I'm gonna, like, size it down. Oh. I'm gonna size it down a little bit because it's getting a little too big and it's low-key starting to annoy me. And I'm gonna fix this eye. Okay. I think the stupid little smirk smile he's doing is just perfect. Like, I have nothing to say with that one. That's just so perfect. Okay, and... Just gonna outline, like, the center. MadWolf023 says, Hi, welcome to the stream. We're just chilling, we're doodling. Whoops. Okay. It's gonna be the band of his... shorts. Don't be like that, actually. Okay. And hold up, I'm thinking. Oops. Whoops. I'm gonna fix this entire arm. I ain't feeling it. I'm not feeling the arm. Okay. Okay, now... okay. The shirt. I'm thinking of the shirt now. How am I gonna do this? I think I had, like... Yeah, the button-up was, like, down here. So I'm just trying to remember, like, how I did things. Because that's, like... maybe like that. Or, even better... like, it folds in like that, I guess? Yeah, I guess that works. That works, I guess. And then... on the... there we go! And then here it's just kind of like... open. Hold up, wait, no. it have a collar? Wait, I'm trying to remember if that shirt had a collar. Like, I haven't drawn him in a while. I'm sorry. I haven't drawn this dude in forever. Oh man, I do not remember how long. Oh man. Did it have a collar? Hold on for a second as I make sure, as I check. Did he have a collar? He did not. Okay. He did not have a collar. No, he did not have a collar. Okay. Okay. No, we're still good. We're still good. I don't think, yeah, no, he did not have a collar at all. It was just the shirt. That was it. Because it's supposed to be based off of a Baroque shirt. It's not like a normal button down. Because my little idea for Merlin is that he was kind of like a time traveler when he was young. Well, I mean, he still is, but like when he was young, he used to time travel all of the time. So I wanted to give his design like elements of multiple time periods. So this is probably the best. Actually, this right here I think shows it pretty well. I'll just remove this. Where he has like here he, hold on a second. Where here he kind of has like the puffy like shirts of the like Baroque period. And then he has like a little cowboy hat to like, it's like the Victorian times, and cargo shorts and Converse sneakers are like a little bit more modern. And then you can't see it very well, but he's wearing a shoulder cape, which is like Renaissance. And Cora says he got all the trendy fashions from every era. Yeah, exactly. Because I was thinking, like, the second he found out that there was more to clothing than, like, tunics, he's like, this is my life now, this is what and I was thinking, like, no cohesion. So he's wearing, like, a fancy little shirt with Converse sneakers and cargo shorts and a Renaissance cape. It's so funny. And then I was thinking when he gets older, he kind of, like, mellows out a little bit, and then, like, he stops. Okay. Oh yeah, I was doing the shirt here. Okay, and then for you... I don't know, it's just a shirt. It's just a fluffy sleeve that goes down. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna probably make this go like this. But yeah. I currently have a design for him when he's like a little kid. This is him when he's like a teenager. And of course the old man design where he really is just wearing robes. Like I'm thinking like by an old man, you know once you reach like 70, you just kind of stop caring. He's just wearing like basic medieval robes. But I still need to think of a design for him when he's like middle-aged, like when he's like 40s, 50s. Okay. I still need to come up with it. Because, like, I was thinking, like, he's still having his, like, funny little time traveler stuff, but, like, he's also starting to mellow out by this point. He's starting to treat things a little more seriously. Okay. And for the shoulder cape. Oh wait, actually, no, let me do his like body first. Collarbone. Actually, no, you don't need a neckline. And outline it a little more. Yeah, actually, I can keep that. That's fine. Okay. Bam. Beautiful. Okay, and for... This is so weird. Imagine, this is like, okay, imagine you're just like you click on my channel and that's like the first thing this is what you see as a thumbnail. You know what? So be it. So be it. So be it. It's fine. Okay. For the shoulder cape. Yeah, because the shoulder cape's just kind of like slapped on. And he's got the little strap that goes over him. And then the actual, like... Well, you can't see it, but, like, the cape's gonna be, like, here. I'm just gonna put this as an indicator. That'd be a great introduction to you. Yeah. No, it would. Okay, and now the cowboy hat. No, it would. Like, people are like, dang, I don't remember Pep drawing, like... Well, it's not spicy. No. Mildly spicy? Seasoned. Yeah. I don't remember Pep drawing seasoned, doodles of her characters. Well, now I am. Now I am, and I need to look up a reference with a cowboy hat. Now I need to look up a reference of a cowboy hat. Because... I love to not think about it. I'm like, yeah, cowboy, yeah, that'd be really fun. And then I actually have to draw it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Have it like that. I debated a top hat for a while. Like, I debated if he should be having a top hat instead. And I ultimately decided cowboy hat for the sole reason of I thought it was silly. That was it. That was literally, that was... Because, like, I don't know, Merlin's meant to be kind of a silly character as compared to everybody else. I mean, he's tragic in his own way, of course, but generally he's meant to be kind of like this, like, a sillier dude. And I could have, and like part of me could have chosen the top hat because I love top hats. I think they're funny. Well, not funny, but I think, well, yeah, they are funny as well. But, I don't know. Like, the cowboy hat just fit the vibe more. Because I wanted it to feel very... not cohesive. Like, nothing really makes sense. Like, I want him to feel like a person who just slapped shit on. Because he did. he just slapped stuff on. Like, he saw it, thought it looked cool, and that was basically it. There wasn't a lot of, oh, this would look really nice with this clothes. Like, nah, he was like, that looks neat. I like it. And I'm gonna wear it now. Not a lot of introspection with his outfit, and oh well. Fix that. Okay. Okay. Trying to figure out his hair. Oh god. Cora says he dresses how kids think cool adults dress. Yes! Oh my god, yes. No, that is such a perfect way of putting it. No, 100%. Like, the joke with this comic thingy, right, is that he's like, cause them two are kind of a thing, but not really. They're kind of a thing, but not really. Like, he thinks they are 100% a thing, and yet he's very non-committal. And she's trying to like decide whether or not she likes this guy. Like, she's just like, do I like this person or not? I mean, he's cute and he's funny, but at the same time, he's also really annoying. And I was thinking, like, Merlin's, especially young Merlin's whole thing is that, like, he's very socially inept. He does not know how normal people act like. And so because of that, a lot of what he does is just like, it is like acting like what he thinks people are like. And it comes off as very like awkward and nuts. And then he struggles with relationships because of that. Like, I imagine he's the kind of person who he has Riz, okay? Like, he has Riz, but he does not have the means of keeping it. I imagine he's the kind of person who can easily get into a relationship, but it does not last. Like, it probably lasts, like, maximum a month before he messes it up. And this is what like, part of that is tied to, like, his own, like, personal issues. Like I said, like, a part of his silliness I wanted to carry a level of tragedy because the reason he's socially inept is it's not necessarily because he's just socially inept just like that, but I was thinking that his upbringing he had a really rough upbringing. Okay. And, oh man, I forgot your stupid little, like... Okay, I think I'm gonna do this so that I can tell, like... A little lighter, please. So I can, like, differentiate. Because I have, like, hair going down his, like, shoulders. There we go. Not bad. And now the rest of your hair. There we go. Okay, awesome, cool. And now I'll just draw Viv. I think... Do I draw her on another layer? I think that's just the easiest. Do I need to draw her on a layer? Okay, I'll draw her on another layer, just... Yeah, I'm just gonna delete him for now. So that I don't get, like, too bothered by it. Just gonna extend the skull. You know what's funny? Like, originally Merlin was not going to have a teenage design, like my Merlin. He originally was not going to have one. The reason I gave it to him, the reason I gave it to him was because I just kind of thunk it cute, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of felt like it. I'm like, you know what? I think I want to draw him as, like, a teenager, because I had, you know, obviously, like, old man design, like he normally is, and then I have a child design, because I was thinking that, like, his childhood, like, he uses his childhood as a way to connect with Arthur and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna draw a funny little teenage design, and then I whipped one up and thought it was cute and silly. And then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna write, like, a silly little side story with him, as a teenager. And that little side story quickly evolved into, like, okay, again, it's still fairly silly, it's nothing too serious, but, like, I accidentally went, like, whoa, I went a little far with this, like, why am I sad now? Why am I sad now at some point? And then I kind of accidentally added in a bunch of lore about, you know, when you write a side story for your character and you accidentally write a bunch of lore. And this ear needs to be a lot downer. You accidentally write a bunch of lore for your character by complete accident. And... And, like, it went so far as to, like, me going... Because, like, you know, as a teenager, I was like, he's kind of angsty, right? And so, like, he's starting to like figure out the world all on his own, blah 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 blah. He's like angsty. He has a lot of emo feelings going on, and then it kind of like evolved into me like detailing his relationship with like girls and like the guy who takes care of him, and then it kind of evolved into me detailing like his relationship with the kings and like why exactly he is so devoted to King Arthur in the first place. Well, not devoted to King Arthur, but like why exactly he is so involved in his life. Like it all just kind of like built up into like something even like, and now I'm like, shoot, man, that was unintentional, but I'm okay with this. Okay, I'm just gonna redo that. Cora says, we love side characters having depth and angst. Yeah. Exactly. We love that. Okay. I don't even know why I even detailed this anyway. It's all gonna be covered up by her hair. Ugh. Ugh, whatever. It's fine. And then her little arm brace? I'm still trying to, like, I know these have braces. Like, I know they're obviously, I think it's just an arm brace, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, no, I think it's literally just called an arm brace. Because I was gonna be like, I mean, it is a brace, yeah, but now that I think about it, I think that's literally just what they're called. Okay, and a little side part would be here. Why do I even bother? I didn't even need to draw the pointy part of her ear, bruh. Nope, it's exactly what I said. There we go. Like, it's exactly what I said. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot the lotus flower. I keep forgetting the lotus flower, even though I put it on her. There we go. Okay, how does it look against him? Actually, pretty good. Very good, actually. Just gonna move her up a little bit so she can be a little bit closer to his level. Oh, wait. And you... I'm just gonna... Whoops. There we go. Bam, people done. people be done with that. Mwah, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing. Ah, shoot, I forgot the little details on her legs, darn it. So I have her wearing like these like, I don't know what they're called, these like wrappings on her legs. Why, you ask? I don't know, because I thought they looked cute. Is it historically accurate? I think. I think it is. You know, it's kind of hard to find any, like, real information about Fae, when said information is very, small. There we go. Okay, page 2. Whoop. Page 2. Oh, God, okay. Very solid reasoning. Yeah. No, okay, but like what I mean is, because I was trying to figure out, like, you know, Fae, Celtic Fae specifically, like actual, like, historical Fae. And I couldn't find too much, honestly, just that they're silly little creatures that like to cause mischief. And honestly, the more I think about it, I think that is just kind of all they are. No, the problem is that I was trying to, like, know, like, how do they look like? What do they wear? You know, stuff like that. So, and then I just kind of have to remind myself that it's like, I think they're just kind of, like, non-human creatures that look human, and I think that's it to them. And it, like, anything else people add. And when I mean anything else, I mean, like, wings, or pointy ears, or, like, stuff like that. Like any other stuff like that, I think, is, like, people trying to differentiate them from normal humans. But I think that was the point. I think the whole point is that they did look human. Okay. Okay. Do I do this one first? I mean, this was, like, the most detailed. You know what? Sure. We're doing this one first. We're doing this one first. I'm just gonna add the... Okay, I'm just kidding. Actually, if I just start it off like that. Darn. Actually, no. Okay. Actually... Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a really rough, face. Just a simple face so that I can, like, position it, like, size it and position it. Okay. I'm gonna use this, like, rough. Rough little outline of a face. And actually, maybe I should have drawn the smile on first. Okay. Like here, I guess? Maybe I can distort it a little bit. Tilt it. Maybe I just position it a little higher. I'll go with that for now. But actually... Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. As for his stupid smile. Nah. Just a basic. Or maybe like something a little bit more cheeky. Something a bit more like, hey. Yeah, we're gonna have it like that. And trying to get a good size for the brush. Okay, this is like the same, this right here is the same logic as with the previous one. I mean, it's just a shirt, that's it. It's just a shirt going down. Not too much to think about there. I added a collar even though I just realized that, like, no, I didn't give him a collar. And I'm pretty sure Baroque shirts didn't have collars either. Or I mean, some of them did. I don't know. And the ones that I've seen, they haven't. Hold on a second. Oh, hold on for a second. I'm back. I looked it up, kind of, but not really. Not really like a normal collar in the terms of like what I'm thinking, so it's the works. Okay, so wait, no, his hair would be falling here. Make it a little more, I don't know, dynamic, prettier. Cause he gotta be at least somewhat pretty looking, at least a little bit. Actually, no, go. Because I think it'd be silly if, like, Merlin is, like, the kind of guy who said, like, the kind of, like, the old man who says, like, girls were all over me back in my day, but, you know, he's, like, an old man, and you're like, shit, yeah, sure, whatever, go to bed, grandpa. And then you see, like, a picture of him in his youth, and first of all, he looks way out of place. I mean, I'm sorry, way out of time, literally. He looks stupid, but he also looks kind of cool at the same time. I don't know. That was kind of like the idea I was going for. Like, it looks like he looks dumb, but it also like makes sense all at the same time. Yeah, that works. That works. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think this little piece is a little too big though. So we're gonna size it down a little. It's getting a little too big for my liking. So dumb. So stupid. Ooh, maybe like there could be like a stray hair. Yeah, a stray little strand. Yeah, okay. Okay. And the strap. The strap of the shoulder cape. And this is just stuff I already sketched out earlier. Just gonna refine it. Right. here. Okay, and let's do the hand. Cora says, Merlin got that old man charm. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Oh boy. I do imagine him, though, even as an old man, he definitely still has, like, the young energy to him. Like, I was thinking that, like, just by the way he acts, like, he doesn't act like an old man. He still acts like he's in, like, his, like, mid-20s or something. And I was thinking that, like, it's one of the reasons why people low-key find him annoying. So I was doing the thing a little more. Go and let me fix this. Okay, because it's where his, like, the collar, not the collar, the cuff of the sleeves, the silly cuffs spring out. Right. And actually, yeah, I'll do this. It's part of, like, the cape, the shoulder cape. Okay, and then, like, here would be where the cape goes and flows down here. But wait, no, actually, do his little sleeve. So one thing when I'm drawing his, like, puffy sleeves is you gotta remember gravity, guys. You gotta remember gravity, because let me just get like pretend this is an arm, right? You add a little cuff. So, like, what a lot of people like to do is just kind of, like, balloon it out, right? Because they think, like, oh, it's ballooned, therefore it's like, you know, it's like that. And it is, but gravity is still a factor. And so, like, for instance, like, if the gravity's going down here, then I mean, it's still gonna balloon on top, no duh, but it's going to balloon, like, way more at the bottom. There's gonna be, like, space down here, right? So, try to always keep that in mind. Or if the arm is moving, so, like, if it's moving this way, then the ballooning is going to be more here, because it's, you know, the movement is kind of going like that. Okay, that's enough. That's enough art school for now. You guys aren't here to learn how to draw. You guys are just here to, well, I don't know why you guys are here, but it's certainly not to learn how to draw. I can tell you that much. And then, you know, here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright. I mean, I already have it outlined out, so I'm just gonna trace it. Again, just imagine somebody decides to pop into my stream And that's like the first thing that's like the thumbnail they see. It's like, whoa, what's going on? It's like, whoa, careful there, you're on YouTube. Do you wanna get your channel deleted? Okay. I could go further and just straight up add a nipple, but like, you know what? No, I think it'd be funnier if it was just I go with like the Disney movie logic where it's like technically he has nipples, but you ain't gonna see it. Cause it's to ease the animation, quotation marks. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, the cloak here. And is the speech bubble here? Yeah, the speech bubble's here, so I do have to draw out the hair. Actually, no. Now his hair looks too long. Hold on a second. His hair looks too long now. 'Cause it's like, oh. No. His hair looks too long, because it's like below shoulder is what I was thinking for his hair. It's not long per se. I mean, it's long for a guy, I guess, but it's like below shoulders. I was thinking, no. When he's an old man, that's when he can have like the long hair. But as a teen, I was like, nah. It's just kind of below the shoulders. Oh. It goes like that. Oh, it's still too long. It's still too long. Maybe like that. That's fine, I guess. Man, hold on, I need to fix that. I really like how it's looking. That's way better. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna... Actually, no, it's probably better if I just redraw it. Okay. Alright. Okay, now on to other silly scene. I love that I wrote out the script too. No, keep the vest on. Oh yeah, because like in an older, it's pretty much the same design, but a slightly older version of this teenage design, he had a vest. He didn't have an open shirt. I added the open shirt later because it fits into him being like a bit of a flirt. And this is supposed to be a reference to that I used to wear a vest, and Vivian is this girl. She's like, no, keep that on. Because, you know, I don't know if I even explained the joke. Okay, so, like, let me try to, like, badly explain the joke. So what goes on is that, like, Merlin's just talking about, like, types of girls and how cute they are. Well, hot they are, sexy they are. And she's just kind of like, what, huh? And then he tries to save himself by saying that she's prettier than all of them. And then she says, like, at least you're cute. And then he does, like, his stupid little flirt attempt. And she's like, no, you keep that on. It's like, no, we're good. And then I was thinking there could be like an odd moment where Merlin's like, wait, so this is not attractive? Because Merlin, again, has like no social skills. Like, he doesn't have the open shirt because he's confident in himself. He has the open shirt because he sees other people doing it and goes, that's what cool guys do, right? Okay. Back to drawing. Back to the doodle. Back to the doodle. Yeah, I'll draw you first, I guess. That's fine. Now, if you're wondering, so what happens with these two, considering the main story is not in this time period? Well, not time period, this timeline? The main story is when he's an old man, not when he's, like, a dumb little teen. No, they don't stay together. I have written the scene where they, like, break up, I guess, multiple times, and I still don't like how it is. But basically, homegirl here finds out that, oh, I forgot to mention this, but Merlin kind of sort of has clairvoyance, which means that he knows the past, present, and future. But anyway, he's a little boy prophet. Basically, Merlin uses his, like, future vision, basically. He basically uses his future vision as a way to get with her. Cause like, he knows, like, every little thing about her that would make her fall in love with him. And after she finds that out, like, she's like creeped out by it, basically. She's like creeped out by it. That's like essentially what happens. She gets really creeped out by it, and I was thinking that, like, at first she tries to, like, deal with it because it's something Merlin has, like, inherently, and it's not something he can really fix per se. But then Merlin also has a bunch of other issues that, like, the main issue is the whole, like, you basically mentally spied on me. Well, not spied on me. Like, it's like you kind of manipulated me, in a sense. In a way. And then I was thinking, like, that's the main reason, but there's also a bunch of, like, other things about him that, like, makes her have the final decision of, like, no, we're not gonna be a thing. But, you know, that's for a story that will probably not be, like, out in the public for a good while. It's like my newest, I guess you could say, of all of my King Arthur stuff. Yeah, specifically because he's, like, a side character. He's not terribly important, but I found him interesting enough to, like, do something with. Okay. Whoops. Maybe a little bigger, actually. Like... No, a little smaller, actually. Okay, I think I'll keep it like that for now. If I keep... I have to remind myself, like, this is a sketch. This isn't, like... Although I do have a scene where, I do have a scene where, because, and again, this is, I wanted, well, at least, like, the idea was that it was supposed to be kind of, like, a tragic thing, because, like, again, Merlin knows the future, so he knows, like, that they were going to break up. It hurts him a lot, it like, he goes through, like, a bit of a, he goes through, like, a whole thing after the breakup, but I was thinking, like, he did know the breakup was coming, and he just kind of accepted it. Because, okay, I need to explain this. The reason why he pursues a relationship with Vivian, which is this character here, the reason why he pursues a relationship with Vivian in the first place is because, again, future vision, he realized that if all of the cards are played correctly, she would be into him. And let's just say that Merlin does not have any friends. let's just put it like that. And so to him, it's just very, like, in his mind, he's like, I don't even have friends. Why would anyone want to be with me in that sort of way? And so he pursues the relationship out of curiosity. Like, he pursues it out of curiosity to, like, basically figure her out, which is why she's creeped out at the end. And yeah, but I did have a scene which I would like to keep whenever if I ever adapt, like, the rough draft thingy that I have so far. If I ever do, of course. I had, like, a little moment where this is, like, before their breakup. This is, like a day or two before their breakup. They have, like, a little, basically what is a date. They basically have a little date at the top of a hill, and they dance to some, like, cute little, like, waltz music, blah, blah, blah. And it's so sweet, and it's so cute, and then, like, Merlin, gives her a white rose, because symbolism is subtle, guys. He gives her a white rose and, like, replaces it from, like he takes off, like, the flower that's already in her hair and puts a white rose in it instead, and, like, he basically goes on, like, oh, Vivian, you're the light of my world, blah, 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 just a bunch of, like, romantic schlop, and then at the very end, he says something along the lines of, like, he basically says, like, you have given light to my life, and may it go on for, like, may this go on for as long as it will, or he says something like that. He says something that's, like, at first glance, sounds like him just saying, like, oh, I'm in love, but he's, like, actually saying, like, I want to enjoy the moment while it lasts. And white rose symbolism is not subtle. Because I was thinking the white rose is not only symbolic at the end of their little relationship, but also because, if you know the Arthurian legend, the Lady of the Lake teaches Merlin some magic that only she specifically knows, and uses that magic to trap Merlin in a cave where he's stuck in forever. So like, she doesn't kill Merlin per se, but, like, deals with him, quote unquote. Takes care of him because he's just, like, too much of an annoyance. And so I was thinking that, like, the white rose is symbolic of her eventual play into his death. Well, not death. Trapping. Imprisonment. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Oh my goodness, stop it. Ooh, Ooh, what if, like, for the end of the stream, I, like, find that draft and, like, read it to you guys? That'd be fun. That's what we're doing at the end of the stream. He's a handful. He very much is a handful. Like, that's one thing I really wanted to do with Merlin, which, like, one thing I really want to do with him is the fact that he's just kind of like... He's a person you want to help out. He's a person who you want to help out. But you start to question whether or not he even wants the help. Like, I was thinking he's the kind of guy who claims he wants to get better, and he claims to want to get better and claims to want to get help, and like he says things, and okay, this is like what I imagine for his character. I do think he is genuine, like he does genuinely want to be like a person that people want to hang out with, that people want to be with, but he doesn't know how to. And I was thinking that, like, from a young age, he just kind of accepted that this is who he is. Like, it's kind of like, I want to be a better person, but I am this, and I will always be this. And so there's no point in trying, kind of thing, even though he doesn't want to be. And also just generally, he doesn't know how to. That's one thing I wanted to do for his character. Like, he genuinely doesn't know. Like, I already mentioned that his social skills are, like, crapola. But, yeah. And of course, there's a lot of, like, lore reason as to why. Like, my own lore. As to why. But... okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that for now, I guess. And the music shut off. Stay on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for your arms. So I think I'm going to just, like, work on this comic on my own once I cut the stream. Not because I don't want to, like, not because I don't think the stream is really fun, but because, see, with the Odysseus drawing, that one took multiple streams to make, and I did not touch that piece. I did not touch about that piece outside of streams. And it's fun. It's really fun. I love doing that. But at the same time, there's also some pieces that I'm like, this is just something quick. I just want to draw it out, and why not draw it on stream? Like, I'm thinking, like, I could have pieces that are specifically drawn on stream, and then other pieces that I'm just doodling. This is one of those pieces that I'm just doodling and figured, I'll draw it on a stream. So, I think I am just gonna, like, keep this as, well, work on this, like, on my own. Just an FYI for, like, next stream, where you guys are like, hey, weren't you working on, like, this other thing? Neosonic Fan 100 says hi! Hi, welcome! Okay, and... I think I'm gonna, like, move this just a little bit closer. Okay. I'm gonna make the feet smaller. It's starting to bug me. Which means I will move you just a little bit. Okay. Hold on a sec. I need to look at her clothing in the previous thing. Okay, so it goes like that. Got it. Neosonic Fan 100 says, looks like Disney really is becoming the Onceler. Yeah. Which sucks. But, you know, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Not much. Just wait until they eventually, like, lose enough money that they're like, oh, we need to make, like, good content again. Okay. Little arm braces. Neosonic Fan 100 says, what's going on in this comic? Okay, this is like the third time I'm explaining it. It's cool, it's cool. Okay, so it's just a silly comic between two characters that I have. Let me just, okay. Two characters that I have. So this is, hold up. There we go. So this is Merlin, like, yes, Merlin from the Arthurian legends. And this is Vivian, who is the Lady of the Lake. Well, this is when they're young. This is when I imagine they're like teenagers, and they kind of sort of have a thing, but like not really. It's kind of up in the air for them too. Anyway, so Merlin when he was young is a bit of a flirt, a failed flirt, but a flirt nonetheless. And so here he's just talking about what is this? After careful consideration, I have concluded that Southern Italian girls are way sexier than Britannic ones. Because I imagine he has like zero social skills, or, well, he has a filter, but it's a very skewed filter. And then of course Viv is like, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, oh no, I mean, like, you're prettier than all of them. Yeah. And then she responds with, well, at least you're cute, I guess. Because I was thinking like Viv at this time doesn't know whether or not she likes him. And then he takes, like, after she says you're cute, Merlin takes the opportunity to like get up close and personal and whoops. And basically, try to tease himself, essentially. He tries to tease himself, and then Vivian's like, no. Keep the clothes on. Keep the clothes on. And then at the end, Merlin's like, wait, so like this isn't working? And she's like, no. And he's just like, oh. Neosonic Man says it's cute. Thank you. I know, I thought it was silly and dumb, and it's not meant to be serious. It's just shenanigans with these two, because even though, spoilers for a story that I'm not gonna, like, write out to its completion in a long time. Spoilers for a story that will, like, that will not be released in a while, but they do not get together. They do not become a thing. But even though I have them, like, not be a thing, I still kind of ended up, like, loving them too. Loving the two of them. I don't know, I just love coming up with scenarios of, like, Merlin just being a lot. And Viv having to, like, deal with this man, and then go in, like, do I even like him? Okay. And here. And then a little lotus. I'm expecting I'm expecting one day somebody in the future is gonna be like, why did you choose a lotus specifically? Does it like signify something? And I'll just be sitting here like, flower that grows in the water. Lady of the lake. Get it? Lake. Water. Get it? There was no thought behind the lotus. I just kind of thought, oh, that'd be cute. That was it. That's the extent. Okay. I think I'm gonna finish drawing this panel, and then I think I will try to find the silly little scene, the little scene I was talking about, and then end the stream, I think. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Neosonic Fan 100 says, I'm making a My Hero Academia fan sequel. That's cute, that's cute. Come on. I don't think I need to put that much detail here since it's, actually, do I? I think I do. Hold up. I was like, oh, it's kind of like, they're kind of like really small on the panel. And I'm like, nah, they're taking up the whole panel. What am I talking about? It's like my own lazy ass doesn't want to be like, I'm gonna have to draw every detail. No. Be warned, I might try to like draw more dumb little comics on stream, cause I am training myself to, I want to train myself into drawing comics, because, well, that's what I want my stories to be, you know? You know, like, I wanna get started on that Robin Hood one, but before I get started on the Robin Hood one, I do kind of want a good foundation on comic making, you know? Have an idea as to what I'm doing before I, like, jump into something so big and drastic. Especially something that I do want to be long-term. I was thinking of, like, some one-shots I can make, again, as a form of practice. I recently, like, remembered that I made... This is way back, by the way. This was, like, on a school project. And this was on paper, so, alas, I do not have the, It's not, like, digitized or anything. This is fully on paper. But for a school project, I did a comic based on Beowulf, which is, this old Norse story. I think it's Norse. Most people say it's British because we found the story in a British home. Yeah, so I think it's technically British literature because of that, but I think more specifically it's Norse. Anyway, it's a Norse story about this guy defeating a monster, and then the monster's mom, and then a dragon, basically. And I made a silly little comic because I thought it was really fun, and my teacher really, really liked it. And I was like, ooh, that could be fun as a one-shot. Like, this could be, like, a good, like, way for me to, like, really start into comic making. Neosonic Fan 100 says, at first it was just a little idea, but I just kept coming up with more ideas, and it turned into this big thing. That's how it goes. That's how it starts. Okay. I'm just gonna move your... Yeah, I'm gonna move you up like that. Okay. Here we go. I guess I'll leave it like that. It's fine. It's fine. Then his hand going like all spread out because I was thinking like she's just like pushing him right now, so he's just like, whoa. He's like, whoa, what just happened? You good? She's like, yeah, dude, I just don't feel like. It's like, look, honey, look, man, you're cute, but like, chill. Chill. And then here I could actually... I could put, like, the cape. Yeah, like, that's fine. And, like, I'll shadow here, but, I'll do that later. Okay. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should draw do the cowboy hat real quick.
How computer works.
Apologies. Neosonic Fan 100 says the story starts with Midoriya's daughter named and her boyfriend and they are friends and try to become heroes, and the evil doppelganger from another dimension plans to destroy the universe. Ooh. Sounds like a riveting story. And hold up, the strap would probably be like here. Okay. Pretty high stakes, you know. Crazy stuff going on there. Okay. Okay. Just gonna put this up here. Alright. And, oh, I keep forgetting his hair. Ooh. The hair that I made for him. I love evil doppelganger stories. They can be really fun, especially for AUs. Oh my gosh. Trying to do his dumb little hair piece. Here's where, like, the other piece of hair would go. So I'm just gonna erase this. Because, yeah. Alright, and then... his shorts. And why, of course, they're cargo shorts. Why cargo shorts specifically? Because they... I kid you not, the reason I chose cargo shorts was just because, like, it felt dumb. Like, it literally just felt dumb enough. I'm like, I need to think of something, like, a little stupid for him to wear. And I was like, ooh, cargo shorts, perfect. Okay, and... Oh, I forgot her eyelash. Shoot. I forgot her eyelash. Did I draw her eyelash earlier? Hold on. Yeah, no, she's good. Okay, yeah. I think this is... Yeah, no, this is gonna be it. Okay, so I'm gonna try to find the little scene and read it out to you guys, if I can find it, of course. But I'm pretty sure it's there somewhere. I think I'm just gonna leave it here. Like this. What if I just leave it like this? That's 100% going to be the thumbnail of, like... This is 100% going to be the thumbnail of the stream. I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah. So let me just find the... Let me find it first. There it is. And... yeah, like I said, I think I'm just going to, like, finish this comic, like, if it's not... My brain just died. if I don't finish it, like, by next stream... Wait, no, I'm thinking of doing a Genshin stream next stream, though, because an update just came out. So yeah, I'll probably just finish it on my own. But, you know, still fun. It was still fun. Let me just, get to the silly little... I need to find it first. Okay, so before anything, this needs to be stated. So, my writing style has changed drastically in the past couple of years. Okay, I need to preface this, because what I am about to read is not necessarily how I write now, okay? It's not how I write now. And this story isn't even, like, that old. It's like a couple years old, but, like... My writing style has changed, like, okay, not so much, but it's like changed just enough for it to, like, it feels very different. I just want to preface that. Let me just find the, okay. So I'm gonna shut off the music really quickly. And actually, I think there is a specific song that's mentioned here. Ooh, that could be, like, perfect background noise. Hold up. I need to find it. Imagine somebody joining the stream and just, like... Never mind, I just had a thought. I'm trying to find it. What is that song? What is the song? What is this song called? Because I wrote it down. I'm sorry, you guys cannot see it. Oh well, guess I can't find it. Okay, I think I'm just gonna look up, like, waltzy music or something like that, as I'm gonna do. Just, like, fun waltz. That's not how you spell waltz. Music. But something chill, so I can still play it in the background. So like, it still fits the scenario. I betcha the song is going to... No, or does it not? I don't know. No, it's an ad. Gross. Oh my god. I'll keep it like here for now. It's going to make the scene sound so much more dramatic than it actually is. Like, it's so stupid, guys. It's so stupid. Okay, as I have mentioned, this is not necessarily how I write today. I write a little bit differently. So don't be like, don't have surprised Pikachu face, when the writing is like really off and really weird, or like the next time I read something I wrote, it's pretty different. Again, my writing style hasn't changed that drastically, but it's like drastic enough that you can notice there's a change. There was a change that happened. But anywho, okay. Let's start my dramatic reading. Oh yeah, also, a little warning. Just a little warning. Merlin really likes women, okay? He really likes women. I need to preface that. That's kind of like the whole joke of this comic. But I need to preface that, okay? Just a little warning in case, like, because I don't remember just how far I go with this scene. Actually, no, I do need the water. Okay. This is way too dramatic. It's fine, it's fine. Or maybe I do shut off the music. It's gonna annoy me. I know it's gonna annoy me, so we're gonna shut it off. Okay. One day after sword training, Merlin returned to Avalon with a special notebook he made. He sat at the base of a tree, flipping through the pages and smiling at the funny pictures he has taken. Knowing Vivian was coming by, he closed the book and set it aside. Your training ended early? He then said as she approached him. What about yours? Vivian scoffed playfully. It normally ends around this time, Merlin explained. I'm just either working with Ambrose or helping at the chapel with Blaise. Blaise is, like, the person that takes care of him, by the way. Because Merlin is still a minor. Yeah. I'm just either working with Ambrose or helping at the chapel with Blaise. I just didn't feel like doing anything today. And then Vivian says, So you came here? Well, I have someone to talk to, Merlin replied. Actually, I haven't showed you much of my sword training, have I? Vivian slowly shook her head. No, I don't think I have. Merlin stood up, teleporting a certain sword in his hand. That's Excalibur, Vivian gasped. Merlin gladly nodded. Hey, do you have to use that? Can't you use some other sword or a stick or something? But this one is so nice, Merlin commented, running his finger through the side of the blade. Beautifully made steel, strong, flexible, great grip, excellent balance. He lightly tapped the edge. Incredibly sharp. A magnificent blade, if I do say so myself. Such a shame it'll never actually be used. And then Vivian says, I already told you that sword is nothing special. It's just here like all of the other ones. I'm just worried because I'll inherit it later. Exactly, it's nothing special. And don't worry, I'm not gonna do anything to it. Okay, stay back. Need a water break. Okay, I think I'm just gonna like skip this part a little bit because oh my god. I'm just gonna skip this part a little bit. He's basically like showing off his little sword play moves. Vivian looked on in amazement. Faye rarely used weapons as they were mostly used for show. So seeing Merlin use it so expertly was a sight to see. He was really good. Amazing even. Even attractive? Vivian couldn't help but make a dumb smile as she leaned on the tree. What happened? One minute he's a weird boy he knew. The next, she loves every moment she's with him. Funny how that happens. Messing with the grass, Vivian noticed the book Merlin had. It looked different from the first one she saw. Oh my god, okay. Opening it, she was amazed that there were no words, but images. Images so realistic, Vivian swore she could even step in there. They're pictures, by the way. They're photos. That's what... It's like she doesn't know what a photo is, so it's just, to her, it's just hyper-realistic images. Images so realistic, Vivian swore she could step in there. There were several of them pasted all over the pages, along with some scribbles to the side. As she flipped, she noticed something. Merlin suddenly stopped demonstrating, seeing what the girl was doing. Oh, you don't need to see that, Merlin said hastily. What is this? What is this? Vivian muttered. Almost all of the images were of women, some looking at her, but many seemed completely unsuspecting. All of them of different eras. It's nothing, really, Merlin said nervously. Vivian then gasped in disgust. Merlin, this is gross! It's not that bad, actually. There's much worse. The book was then thrown at him, hitting his forehead. Ah! He yelped. Vivian then crossed her arms and turned away from him. I can't believe this, she spat. I never thought you'd be that kind of person, after everything I've told you. But I didn't talk to anyone, Merlin told her. Okay, I told a few to look at the camera, but that's it. No flirting or touching or any of that. It was just looking at pictures. Some of those images tell me otherwise, Vivian spat. Merlin went quiet, not daring to explain himself. Vivian growled in frustration. I thought it was bad enough when you talk to every girl under the sun, but when you get images of girls who clearly don't know what they're doing, that is so much worse. And then Merlin says, Honestly, I don't get it. I'm not hurting them in any way. Vivian quickly turned to face him. Yes, you are! That's the worst part! You really don't understand, do you? Waiting for a response, Vivian got none. She sighed heavily, near her wit's end. Oh, sorry. It's weird and creepy. It makes you feel violated in a way you didn't notice. Sure, you're not interacting, but how would you feel if someone did that to you? How would you feel if someone did that to you? Looked at your body in that way, and you'd never notice. And then, hold on a second. My brain just, keeps dying. There's worse! Chorus is there's worse? Yes. Sorry. I'll just, backtrack a little. It's weird and it's creepy. It makes you feel violated in a way you didn't notice. Sure, you're not interacting, but how would you feel if someone did this to you? Looked at your body in that way, you'd never notice. Violated in a way you didn't notice. Merlin echoed in silence. Those words reminded him of his mother, making him fall silent for a moment. Vivian noticed this. She felt a little guilty, but she had to get it through to him. She stepped closer, touching his arm. Even if they don't know, it's still not good to do this, okay? Was all Merlin could say. He then glanced at the fallen book. Do you want to know how those images happen? he asked slowly. Vivian exhaled quietly. What a way to change the subject, she spoke. Sure, how does it work? Merlin brought out his hand to summon a small black box. A black cylinder was connected to a side, and the surface was littered with many buttons and writings. It's a camera, by the way. This device here is called a camera. This device here is called a camera, but it's not like the rooms artists use, Merlin explained. Little history fun fact, but the word camera actually means room. It was a very specific room that old painters used to use, and a camera, like a modern day camera, was supposed to replicate those kinds of rooms, because the room had a lot of trickery with light. They were supposed to replicate those kinds of rooms, but in a much smaller scale, so that's where the word camera comes from. Or camera originally was a kind of room. Anyway, I got distracted. This device here is called a camera, but it's not like the rooms artists use, Merlin explained. He then showed her a tiny clear hole at the top. So you look through this viewfinder here and look at the thing you want to take. Then you push this button and... Pushing it, a bright flash came and a clicking sound was heard. And voila! A photograph! He showed her the flat side that was now lit up, now containing the image of what was before them. Vivian grabbed the camera, both shocked and amazed. Incredible, she muttered. Who would have guessed human magic would be this strong? Oh, that isn't human magic, Merlin chuckled. It's not? But you took the... It looks just like... How? It's pretty simple, actually. The flash is letting all of the light around us into the lens and the reflections and the colors and stuff. This screen shows the reflection it got, and that's a photo. Traditionally, the light seeped into this paper thing with chemicals, but I don't want to lose stuff, so I just got a digital one. Can you tell I took a photography class? And then Vivian says, Wow! All of this without magic? I can't believe humans could even do that. How did you figure this out? And then Merlin says, Humans are way more capable than you think. We're curious creatures with an undying desire to explore and discover. With enough trials and with enough trial and error with what we learned, we're able to achieve the most impossible of things, all despite our own physical limit. And then Vivian says, I never thought humans could be like this. Us Fae tend to treat them like children. I'll admit, I do as well. And then Merlin says, that's not in the script, by the way, I'm just saying that to make you guys, like, understand. Like, who's talking. And then Merlin says, well, maybe you should respect us a little more. We've even gone to the moon, how's that? And years later, we've sent machines to other planets and have taken photos of stars way beyond our sight. It's stuff like this that made me realize I don't hate people at all. We're just really careless. I never would have known any of this if it weren't for you, Vivian said, taking Merlin's arm. No matter how you feel about these powers, you get to learn about so many amazing things, more than anyone in the world. Merlin looked at her with a warm smile. Thanks, Viv, he spoke. Suddenly, he took Vivian's hand and, for some reason, the text isn't there. Okay, he teleports them to the top of a hill and it's sunset. Okay, just, yeah. And then Merlin says, so, we good now? I'll let this slide, Vivian said harshly. This time. You gotta learn to listen eventually. Got that? Merlin nodded playfully. He then had a fun idea. Taking Vivian to a grassy hill, he summoned a small rectangular device. Messing with it, a bouncy, cheerful song came out from it. Okay, then now I can put the silly little waltz music. So it's not super out of place. Hey, can you load? Thank you. Merlin then took Vivian's hand, signaling her to dance. She gladly took it. They both spun and danced around, feet stepping in steep. Oh my god, why can't I read? They both spun and danced around, feet stepping to the beat. The momentum of the swing, yeah, that is what I wrote. The momentum of the swing, the music felt like it was surrounding them. It was beautiful, and the two of them wanted this moment to last forever. Vivian herself was surprised that neither tripped at all. That was until she suddenly stumbled and landed on the grass. Merlin, who was still standing, suddenly burst into laughter. What is it this time? She asked. You fell, Merlin laughed. It's funny. Vivian gave him a weird look. And then Merlin says, Look, I'll do it too. He then copied the same stumble and fall. The music shut off. Can you stop doing that? Thank you. He then copied the same stumble and fall. He then sat up and continued laughing. Vivian couldn't help but smile as she sat herself up. She wondered if this boy even knew what he was laughing about. She found that adorable. Merlin, you're so weird, she chuckled. Merlin suddenly looked at her with surprise. I'm weird? He asked excitedly. Vivian nodded. And, hold on a second. I didn't think you could be both. What did I write? What the hell? What did I write? Okay, basically, he finds it. Okay, so, like, basically, he's only ever been called weird in a negative context, and she's saying it in a positive context, and he doesn't fully grasp that. Okay, just like, that's what's going on. And I clearly did not write that well. So Merlin says, no one's ever laughed at something like that. When I'd laugh at people falling, they'd just call me weird and hated me. But they do it too. I guess it depends on the situation, Vivian explained. If someone got hurt or embarrassed, then you probably shouldn't laugh. But if it's a light accident with a friend, it's just fun. Oh, I see. Merlin gleamed with understanding. Viv, you always help me with these things. And you laugh at my humor and comfort me when I'm sad. You weren't scared of me and like me as a person. That's why I love you so much. Vivian recoiled with flattery, her cheeks getting flushed. That genuine smile he rarely had was irresistible. You're very much welcome, she replied with a wide smile. She put her hand on his cheek. Merlin looked at it, a little confused. Reaching for a tiny flower bud, he put it in his fist. And this is when they have their, like, little moment. God, this is so badly written, by the way. I remember it being way better. Okay, so he has, like, the little flower bud in his hand. Ahem. Lady Vivian, beautiful Fae of Avalon, he spoke. You have given me more love and joy than you can ever imagine. You're the light in this cold, dark life of mine. More than Blaise, more than Ambrose, More than even my mother. And I can't thank you eternally for that. Opening his hand, out sprouted a massive white rose. Vivian's eyes lit up at the sight. His eyes glued to the flower. Yeah, with his eyes glued to the flower, Merlin slowly reached for her hair. Moving it behind her ear, he carefully replaced the flower she already wore. He sat back, watching the girl touch it. Vivian looked at him with joy before noticing something. Although he smiled, it was a real one. No, I read that wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Vivian looked at him with joy before noticing something. Although he smiled, and it was a real one, he was sad, as if he was longing for something. He then looked directly at her. A thing Vivian only now noticed was rare. This music. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off. Shut up. You're getting too excited. I'm so sorry. It's as if he was longing for something. He then looked directly at her. A thing Vivian only now noticed was rare. And he says, "May this go on until our time is over." Okay, that was way longer than I ever thought it would be. I remember the scene being shorter. I remember the scene being better written. I remember the moment with the flower lasting way longer. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see the comments. Let's see what they say. There is worse. Yes, there is worse in that journal of his. Camera facts. Yeah. ... Yes. I don't know what exactly in that moment was it supposed to reference, but yes. I can write way better now, guys. I promise you. I remember that scene being a bit better, but essentially what goes on is it was supposed to be a little hint as to why they break up in the first place. Where Merlin does something that's very not Cash Money. Vivian gets annoyed, and then Merlin tries to distract her with like, "Hey, look at this stuff in the future." And she does genuinely find it like amazing, cool, and beautiful and whatever. But then like a little later, she kind of realizes that he does that as a way to distract from the actual issues they have. Anyway, white rose symbolism is subtle. Okay, we're done. We're done with the stream. The stream's gone on for a little longer. The scene lasted for a little longer. I'll rewrite that moment one day. It's gonna be so much better, guys. I promise you. But, yeah, so for next stream, as I mentioned, I think we're gonna be doing a Genshin one, because Genshin has a new update with a new, like, not region, but with a new area of Natlan, and I'm pretty sure, like, the sequel quest, question mark, is going to come up in, like, the sequel quest? Yeah, like the one after Ochka Natlan is in this update, and I want to play it because Natlan lore is really cool to me. So, yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. Anyway, that's it, guys. We're done. We're just gonna get back to, like, the Infinite Void, and, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys. I don't know if I should leave the waltz music, but actually, I guess I will. And, just put on the waltz music back on. Just overly pompous. And, yeah, no, that's it. See you later. Bye.